Hello there, math minions. All right, and it's time for the next video. We are on page 67 in our notebook. You can see that. And up here at the top, we wrote down division with decimal divisors. Let me just check the focus. That's okay. So division with decimal divisors. And of course, if you haven't already, we want to bring this down, bring this across, whoop, and then down here at the bottom, leaving a little space for our things to remember. And now we are off to the races. Let's go, let's go. This video should be quite short because the last one was really long. So I'm going to do about three problems with you, and then we'll be done. And the first thing I want to say, though, is when you are dividing and the decimal is a divisor, here you go. Do not divide with a decimal divisor. Do not do it. Not. Never. Never. Okay? And so let's try this. Let's start out with something fairly simple. All right? I'm going to do 2 3/10, and we're going to have inside as our dividend 33 35/100ths. Okay, so if we are going to follow our do not divide with the decimal divisor, well, that's what this is right there. That is a decimal divisor. No. So we have to do some math. To move a decimal to the right, you must multiply. Okay? So we know that if I multiplied 2 3/10 times 10, all I'd really be doing is putting the 2, 3, put a 0, and then I have to put that one decimal place back in. Look at that, 23. That's a whole number. We can do that. Oh, you must multiply both divisor and dividend. Too easy, too important. Let me see if I can make that just a little bit bigger, because some of you might be going, I can't quite read that. So let's see. If I do this, is that a little better? All right. Hopefully that'll be a little better. So by doing that, I changed that, but I also have to move this. So I'm going to multiply by 10. And now I'm going to bring it 1, 2 back, 1, 2 back. So my new problem is now a divisor of 23 and a dividend of 333 5/10. I don't need that extra 0, just like I didn't need it here. Okay, now, just like last time, let's take a little chunk. Okay, 3 is too small. So our first bite has to be 33. Oh, wait. Now that we moved our decimal, we need to plant it right there. Now, take our little nibble. 23 goes into 33 one time. 1 times 23 is 23. When we subtract, we get 10, right? So, that's that. Next nibble. Nibble. Bring down the 3. Boom. 22 goes into 103. Well, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. But 23 is kind of in the middle. 25, 50, 75, 100. That'd be 4. So I'm going to start with 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. That might work. 3 minus 2 is 1. 10 minus 9 is 1. Yes. Okay. Now, yep, we got our decimal there. We're not going to worry about it. It's there. It's planted. But we need to bring that 5 down. 23 goes into 115. I'm going to say 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry that 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Oh, yes, I got it right the first try. Boom! All right, so that is our first answer right there. Yay, we got it, we got it. We're so happy we got it. And I'm going to put just a little balloon around that so we know that that all goes together. All right, let's try another one. I'm going to try, if I've got, ooh, let's do this. 5 and 235 thousandths, and I'm going to divide that by 15 100ths. I know, you're like, dude, Miss Sissel, what is wrong with you? Come on, you can do this, okay? And this is what I taught my students. So Miss Armstrong's class, you're going to get a giggle out of this, and everybody else from my classes, you're going to be like, yep, there she goes. Because we have to do the math. We have to multiply so that we can move it. We want to move it, so we can move it, and then just do it. So we're going to move it. But this time, how many times are we going to move it? This time we are moving it 2 times, right? Boom, boom. So that means we're multiplying by 100 to get it to move twice. So if I move it, boom, boom, that gives me, boom, boom, 15. And if I move it, so you can move it, and we can move it, then you have to do this one. 1, 2, and that gives us 5, 2, 3, and 5 tenths. And since we've moved our decimal, move it, yes, we can move it. You're going to get so tired of that. But I know when AZ Merit comes around and you have to divide with decimals, we're going to hear those little brains going, we like to move it, so we can move it, and I hope to hear it. So here we go. Taking our little bites, nibble, nibble, nibble. 5 is too small, so we need to go 52. Well, 15, 30, 45, so I'm going to go with 3. 3 times 15 is 45. So we borrow, and now that's 12 minus 5 is 7. That's a 0, so we don't need it. Nibble, nibble. Bring down that 3. Now we got a bigger bite. Well, we know that 3 is 45. So 4 is 60. And 5 is 75, so that's too much. So we have to do 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. See, I was right, 60. 3 minus 0 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. All right. Let's go down here. We're at our decimal. We've got our 5. We bring that down. 15 goes into 135. Well, let's see. 15, 30. So 2 is 30. 60. 90. 120. Ooh, I bet it's 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Let me change that to a 4 because I'm carrying. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13. Look at that. Oh no, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Yes, I did something wrong. 9 times 5 is 45. There we go. So 9 times 5 is 45. We carry that, and that gives us 135, and then boom. So we've got our answer for our whole problem that we nibbled one little nibble at a time. All right, ready for the last one? Here we go. This is going to be a kicker, all right? We have 162 and 9,012 10,000ths. I know I'm making it just so crazy, aren't I? And then divide by 2, and 58 100ths. What are we going to do? We like to move it, so we can move it. So let's just move it, and then just do it. Okay, moved it twice, so that's 258. We like to move it, so we can move it, and then just do it. 16290, decimal 12, and plant the decimal there. Now, one little nibble at a time. 16 is too small. We have to go up to 262. And you're like, oh, because it's 258. We can't go 258 and 162, can we? Now I made it even bigger. No, Miss Thistle, what's going on? All right, well, let's see. 258. Well, I know 250 times 4 is 1,000. And 2 more would make it 6, would make it 1,500. So I'm going to try 6. Go with what you know. I wish I could like stick my face underneath the camera there so you can see me. But go with what you know. We know that 250 times 6 is going to be close. So 6 times 8 is 48. Carry the 4. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34, so carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, look at that. Yes, now I'm going to scribble out my 3 and 4 so I don't get them messed up. We're going to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. 2, we have to go borrow. 12 minus 4 is 8. So we're left with 81, which is less than 258, so we can take another nibble. Nibble. Bring that down, 810. Well, 250 times 3 is going to be 750 because 25, 50, 75. So I'm going to start with 3 and see if that works. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. So carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Okay, so let's see. Can't subtract that, so we're going to have to borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now I have to borrow from the 8. And now I have 10 minus 7 is 3. All right, good. We got less than 258, so we're good. Another nibble. 1 is what we have here, so bring the 1 down. 258 goes into 361. I'm going to say 1 time. I don't think you can get, because 2 times 2 is 4, and that would be too much. So we're going to do minus 258. And we have to borrow. 11 minus 8 is 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 1 is 1. Or, sure, 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? We have another one to nibble. Remember, if we have to, we'll keep going, but there's a 2. Okay, so 1,032. Well, we know that 25 times 4 is 100, but we need 1,000. So, let's see if I go to, so I'm sorry, that was 25, so 254 would be 1,000. And we got a little bit more there, so I'll bet that works. 4 times 8 is 32. Ooh, that makes me happy when I see that. Carry the 3. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. Oh, I'm getting even happier. Carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Look at that. Yay. Oh, look at that. There we go. So here's our answer, and we always want to do that because see how close my numbers got? It's like, okay, I need to make sure that my teacher understands this is what all my work is so she can see my steps, and then, boom, we're good. You guys, we are done with this video. I want you to have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye! Just kidding. I said bye-bye, but I just realized you guys weren't shouting loud enough. I couldn't hear you again. Here's the rest of that. So All you could see was there. So we subtracted. We had our 774. That gave us our 36. We brought down our little 1. Boop. And then that's how we got 258 subtracted. Gave us the 103. We brought down that last 2, which said, we're going to do 4 times all of that. Gave us 1,032. And there's the 0. So I'm sorry about that. You guys got to shout louder. I can't hear you. Okay? All right. Enough said. We're done. Ah!